Today, we will be reviewing the Gold Harvest MT5 Expert Advisor by Mr. Abdul Jalil. Stick around to the end to receive a free expert advisor from us at Prosperity Algo Solutions. And while you're here, subscribe to the channel to never miss another EA review. So, we can start off here on the sales page and see that this is clearly a gold trading expert advisor that trades on the H1 time frame. There's not a ton of detail in regards to the actual strategy which it trades, and we accept that it definitely trades gold. So now we can look at the live signal page, and we can see here that the past few months the bot has been doing very well in terms of magnitude of returns. And we're seeing that it's upwards of 100% in the past, or 161% in just the past few months. But if we look at the actual trading size, we can see that it was a very small deposit to begin with, and they were using significant leverage for that deposit. So what they're doing here is they're using very high leverage to essentially enable the returns to be quite this high. So now let's really just hop over to the MT5 backtester because we don't have a ton of information here to work with. So here, I've already taken the liberty of actually downloading the Expert Advisor and running a quick backtest. And something which first we should probably do is go through the Inputs tab in order to see the actual parameters behind the Expert Advisor. And one thing to point out is the stop loss to take profit ratio is absolutely enormously inverted. So the take profit here is 100 points to a 2,500 point stop loss. So that means that I believe you have to be right. We can quickly go to the risk reward calculator, 96.15% of the time just to break even. So we should expect an exceptionally high win rate here. But this is one of the classic MT5 tricks of having an absolutely enormous stop loss. But it could, in theory, still be profitable, provided the win rate is high enough. Therefore, we should keep going and learn a bit more about the strategy. And as we can see here, there's a few filters, an additional field for more trade mode. Interesting. So I think there's a few other parameters here just in case you want to run it with a variety of different trades open at the same time. So this was a back test which I ran using every tick based on real ticks for around a year. And if we now go to the back test tab, we can see that it turned $10,000 into a bit over $1 million. Unfortunately, this is just simply impossible, right? Like no bot ever could create that kind of returns. And although the stop loss here, the stop loss take profit ratio is very inverted, so an inverted risk reward as expected. What we're seeing here is that the win rate is significantly high enough to compensate for it. So we're only seeing 5 losers. And as expected, the loss trade is significantly larger than the profit trade, but not by as significant an amount as what I would necessarily expect. So it's quite an interesting system. This magnitude of equity growth, like that size, usually gets my alarm bells ringing. That's typically not an amazing sign. But the exact trick which they're using yet, I'd like to first run a visual backtest to be able to gather a bit more information. So let's quickly do that to see if we can ascertain what type of strategy it's actually running. Okay, I will zoom out here quickly. It's quite interesting. Like these first few trades appear to almost be like pseudo counter trend or like mean reversion in nature, in which you are pushing downwards and it's buying on the turn back up. But let's fast forward to see if we can get a bit more of an indication as to how it works. We have a nice cluster here that maybe we can analyze. So here, as soon as price starts to go down, it starts to short and rapidly take profit. But it's a little bit suspicious, right? Because we're going down and it keeps shorting and it keeps winning until we just turn at the perfect time, and then we start having long trades, and then we go back down again, and then miraculously we just keep shorting until we hit the exact bottom, and then we start buying again, and almost perfectly. So, and we're not seeing any indicators running here either, and no particular strategy that comes to mind. Like, it seems to be doing a combination of mean reversion, occasionally trend following. So there's not really a super logical premise as to how this bot appears to be working. So let me just let it keep running for a bit, and we can kind of go and take a look at it once more. Let's look at the, so here was one of the few losses which occurred throughout. So we saw that we had a beautiful string of almost perfect wins, and then a significant drop off. So we did see that it did indeed hit the stop loss. If this same type of loss were to happen multiple times through the backtest, this could very well be an honest system. But the thing which appears fishy to me is that this type of loss would be expected to happen more often than what we're seeing. So a combination of the fact that there doesn't appear to be any sort of cohesive strategy behind this, it looks almost too good to be true in that it's catching the turns of the trend almost perfectly, and the edge over randomness is too high, is all setting my alarm bells off. So I would think that there's either a degree of significant over-optimization or perhaps a degree of history reading here. However, it's tough to say because not a lot of information is being given. So I would say that this does not appear to be a super legitimate expert advisor, and unless they provide significantly more detail in the live signal, I would be quite hesitant to actually invest time and or money into it, particularly because the live signal is showing some of the classic characteristics of tiny deposit, high leverage, quickly getting a high return, and then rapidly scaling down the leverage. None of that is a particularly good sign. So this appears to not be a great system, but always open to hearing feedback from you guys, just in case you might be seeing something else. So yeah, I think I'll end our video today with the conclusion: maybe not the best gold expert advisor. However, if you guys are looking for a good expert advisor, stick around for the following short clip where we will share our free golden time bomb expert advisor with you, which actually is a fantastic EA. Take care and have a great day. Before you click away, if you're looking to get a real expert advisor, here at Prosperity Algo Solutions, we're currently offering our golden time bomb system based on automating the London breakout and opening range breakout 100% for free. Watch the pinned video to find out more and to get access.